Hello my dear students, welcome to the class of 11th English Medium. The subject is Statistics, Chapter 3, Measures of Central Tendency, brought to you by Vitan Sir. Last time we studied about the combined mean and the weighted mean. You can check out that video on the top right corner of your screen. Today we are going to continue with exercise 3.2, which consists of the same sums. First question. The mean daily wages paid to 75 skilled workers of a factory was rupees 280, whereas the mean daily wages paid to 125 unskilled workers was rupees 150. Find the mean daily wages of all the workers. That means it is kind of a combined mean question, because means of two separate groups are given with the number of observations in those groups. The first group here could be called skilled workers group, and the second group here is unskilled workers group. We will depict this data in a table to understand it properly. That will be particulars, then mean wages and the workers, that is N. The first group here is the skilled workers group, whose wages are 280 and the number of workers are 75. Second group here is the unskilled workers group, whose mean wages are 150 and the number of workers are 125. Now the system of solving this kind of sums is multiplying the workers with their wages and then adding them up. So we will write down the formula first, that is x bar c, that is combined mean, n1 x bar 1 plus n2 x bar 2 plus nk x bar k, divide by n1 plus n2 plus dot 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 nk. We will put our data in this equation here, that is 75 into 280 plus 125 into 150 divided by 75 plus 125. So we are multiplying workers with the mean wages and then adding both the groups and then dividing it by the total number of workers. When we solve this, it becomes 21,000 plus 18,750 divided by 200. So the simplification here will be 39750 divided 200 is rupees 198.75. So the mean daily wages of the workers could be said as rupees 198.75 for the whole factory. So the overall average of the mean daily wages for the workers is rupees 198.75. Okay, I think you guys got the gist of this thing. Moving on to the second question. The second question, find weighted mean of the percentage change in prices from the following. The data is given in a table already. The data consists of food items. Those are rice, wheat, tea, sugar and pulses, and naturally we will prepare an additional total column at the end. The values given are weights and the percentage changes. Now weight is naturally W and percentage change will be our variable, that is X. Now the data is already given as 7, 10, 5, 8, 2. The total is 32. The changes are 134, 125, 115, 97 and 120. Now to calculate the weighted mean, we need to multiply the weights with the percentage changes, that is X. Usually when only 2 or 3 values are there, we multiply them in our equation only, but this time there are 5 values, so our equation will be a bit bigger. So rather than multiplying it in the equation itself, I am going to multiply it in the table. Okay, so I am going to prepare an additional column for the multiplication of W and X. So we will multiply each values one by one. That will be 938, 1250, 575, 776 and 240. And when you make horizontal total of all the values of Wx, you will get 3779. Now you will write down the weighted mean formula, that is x bar W, that is W1 x1 plus W2 x2 plus dot 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 Wn xn. divide by W1 plus W2 plus dot 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 Wn. Now in this formula the numerator total is 3779 and the denominator total is 32. So we don't need to multiply anything, we will just write down the values as they are and then dividing it we will get 118.09 percentage change. So this becomes easier and faster method to calculate the weighted mean. We can write the statement as the weighted mean for percentage change of items is 118.09. Again moving on to next sum. Question number 3. 2 officers, 10 clerks and 3 peons contributed for staff picnic. The contribution collected per person is rupees 1000, rupees 500 and rupees 200 respectively. We have to find the mean contribution per person using weighted mean. Now, there are two things which you need to understand. The per person contribution is for officers rupees 1000, for clerks rupees 500 and for peons rupees 200. That's the first thing. Second thing, what will be our variable x and what will be the weight? Now what we are supposed to find will be our variable x and the remaining values will be the weight. For example, here we are supposed to calculate mean contribution per person. Okay, the question here is to calculate mean contribution per person. So the contribution here is variable x. So the contribution rupees 1000, 500 and 200 will be considered x, and that means the number of officers, the number of clerks and the number of peons will be considered weights. We will depict that data into a table here. The staff, the contribution, that is x, and the numbers, that is w weight. The first group is officers. The contribution for officer is 1000 rupees and there are 2 officers. Similarly, second group is clerks. There is a contribution of 500 rupees per clerk and 10 clerks are there. Last group is peons. They are contributing 200 rupees and the numbers are 3. So we will follow the same method. We will multiply the variable with the weights and then divide it by the total number of weights. We will put the formula first, that is x bar w, that is w1 x1 plus w2 x2 plus dot 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 plus wn xn divided by w1 plus w2 plus dot 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 plus wn. We will put the values of the table into this equation. 2 into 1000 plus 10 into 500 plus 3 into 200 divided by 2 plus 10 plus 3. So 2 into 1000 is 2000 plus 5000 plus 600 divided by 15. The total is 7600 divided by 15. The answer is rupees 506.67. So the statement here will be the mean contribution per person is rupees 506.67. So the average contribution which you are supposed to calculate is rupees 506.67 per person. This will be the last question of this tutorial and the exercise 3.2. The fourth question, the mean marks of a student for 7 theory papers is 62. What should be the mean marks in the remaining 3 practical examinations so that his mean marks for entire examination is 68? Okay, the question here is something similar to my last tutorial of the cricket question, where out of 20 overs, 12 overs were already played. We needed a certain run rate to win. So what should be the remaining run rate of the 8 overs? So this question is something similar. We have the average marks, our target for 10 papers. As you know, 7 theory plus 3 practical makes them 10 papers. So the average marks of 10 papers we already know. That means that is our goal, the target, the aim. Of the 10 papers, 7 theory papers have already been attempted and their average marks we already know. So now we have to calculate the remaining 3 practical examinations papers average marks so to achieve our goal. So if in case you have missed my last video, you can watch it again. The immediate last video, the number will be 3.5 for the 11th English medium statistics playlist, and you will know what I'm talking about. Let's start with the table first. The title I will give is the particulars, the mean marks of the students, and the number of papers, that will be n. We will start with the entire examination. The entire examination mean marks, the aim is 68 marks. So entire examination basically means the combined mean. Okay, because two groups are there, the theory paper groups and the practical examination groups. So when such groups are there, we have to use the combined mean system. The number of papers for combination of both the groups is 10 papers. The first group here will be the group of the theory examinations or the theory papers. The mean marks which we have actually scored are 62 and the number of papers are 7. The second group here is the group of practical examinations for which mean marks are to be calculated, but we know that 3 papers are there. So using this data and putting it into our combined mean formula, we will get the unknown value. I am going to mark the unknown value question marks as x. So the mean marks of the practical papers will be written as x in the equation. So we will be calculating the value of x throughout. I will put the value here. The combined mean, that is entire examination mean marks, are 68. The first group is 7 into 62. The second group is 3 into x. X we are supposed to calculate. Divide by total number of papers. Those are 10 papers. Now next step, I am going to multiply the numerators. So 434 plus 3x. Next step, I am going to multiply the denominator 10 to the opposite side, 68. So 68 into 10 will be 434 plus 3x. 68 tens are 680 and 434 will be changed to the opposite side, becoming negative. 680 minus 434 is 3x. The remainder here is 246 is equal to 3x. That means out of the 3 practical papers, the total marks which I should score is 246. So if I need 246 marks out of 3 practical papers, per paper I will need to score 82 marks. So my statement here will be the mean of practical papers must be 82 marks. So the mean marks for 3 practical papers must be 82. So to achieve our goal of getting 68 average marks of the entire examination. So I hope you guys got this concept properly. In case you have some doubts, you can just watch this video and its previous video, because both of them contain the sums based on the weighted mean and the combined mean. Be very clear about it. If any doubts, you can contact me. The contact details is given in the next. Welcome students to Vitan Sir's Unacount Academy. That's better way to success for you. I am Vitan Vora and I teach accountancy, statistics and social science. You can contact me on my cell number 919426310184. Please give a sub to my channel and also check out my other video playlist which you can see on the screen. Thank you and I will see you in the next video.